9:07 a.m. Almost 5 inches. Oh, you gonna see Hans Shepherd too?
John Shepherd died 30 years ago. Hope his mother has all the answers to this puzzle.
Hello, I'm looking for Anne Shepherd's room. Please sign the visitor's book.
Sure thing.
Are you a member of the family?
Yeah, you could say that.
Oh, she'll be pleased to have a visitor. No one ever comes to see her. With the Alzheimer's, she has trouble remembering things, but it'll still please her. You know. It's room 19 at the end of the corridor.
19.
Thank you.
Room 19. Where is that?
The end of the corridor.
Only a few hours left before Sean Mars dies. Hope I'm not wasting my time.
Okay. Sorry. Are you possibly hurt? No. Room 19, did I pass it? I guess so. 19, 20. 19.
Hello, Mrs. Shepherd.
Is it time for my pills already?
No, Mrs. Shepherd,
They're never on time with my pills. I don't know what they do here. In the other hospital, they were always on time. But here...
My name is Madison Page. I'm a journalist. I'd like to ask you some questions about your son.
I don't like this hospital. The food isn't very good, you know.
Your other son, Mrs. Shepherd, John's twin brother. What was his name?
What other son? I have no other son. I never had any children.
Try to remember, Mrs. Shepherd. John's twin brother was placed with a foster family after the accident. What was the name of the foster family?
I asked them for a television, you know. They said I didn't have enough money. It's a pity. I'm fond of television.
Do you remember John?
My Johnny. He is a good little boy, you know.
I know what happened at Carnaby Square. Do you remember?
Carnaby Square. I think I used to live there a long time ago. We didn't have much money at the time, you know. We had to make do with very little.
Mrs. Shepherd, your son may be linked to a series of murders. Perhaps you have some information that could help the investigation.
Are you a new nurse? Where are my pills?
Oh my gosh. Just gotta be patient. Just gotta be patient.
You had a son named John, and John had a twin brother.
Do you have my pills? It's time for my pills.
I think your son is in trouble, Mrs. Shepherd. He's done some terrible things. I need to find him. Do you understand?
Terrible things you're telling me. He never came to see me, can you believe it? In 10 years, never. No one forgets their mother, do they?
Actually, no, I actually didn't want to say it. I actually wanted to read what it was.
Did you make these origami figures?
My little paper animals. They played with them for hours. I showed my boys how to make them, you know.
Yes, your boys, Mrs. Shepherd. John and... what was your other son's name again?
My other son? I only had one son. My little Johnny.
Oh, I just want to turn the page. Huh. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be very comfortable. Very uncomfortable indeed.
Oh, you know how to do these little dogs too. My children loved origami. I taught them how to do it. John loved the little dogs. He always wanted to call them Max. Max, Max, Max. All dogs with the same name. I was wasting my time telling him they couldn't all have the same name. But he always wanted his paper dogs Max. It's funny, isn't it?
Mm. Anything else? Wanna make one? This thing's so picky. I don't know what else to do.
Seems to be working. She's remembering stuff. Gotta find something else to show her.
Oh, that's the thing about the flower. That should be the flower. We'll be back.
It'd take days, if not longer, to find the name of the family that adopted her son. Sean Mars would be dead by then. Alright, no point in wasting my time. I won't learn anything more by staying here. This woman might be the Origami Killer's mother. Must be some way to get her to remember. Alright, no point in wasting my time. I won't learn anything more by staying here.
What a lovely orchid. My sons loved orchids. We used to grow them in the back. When John died, I laid orchids on his grave.
Nothing. Lucky me, a picture.
Are these your children, Mrs. Shepherd? John and his brother? Is that them?
They're good little boys. Their father never looked after them, always drinking. They didn't have an easy life, you know. I cried when they told me. I'd already lost one of my children, and now they were taking away another one, you understand.
The foster family, Mrs. Shepherd. What was the name of the foster family that adopted John's brother?
They were really very nice people. I met them, you know. In the beginning, I used to go and see my little boy. And then I got sick and I couldn't go any longer. Perhaps he thought I'd forgotten him. He must have thought I didn't love him anymore.
His name, Mrs. Shepherd. What was his name?
But I loved him. If you only knew how much I missed him.
Please, Anne. His name. What was his name?
Come closer.
Okay. Girl, you get to hear it and I don't. Man. Bye. The last letters, 961 Rainbow Lane, 5 inches, 6:24 p.m. Jesus.
The last origami figure. The last trial.
Uh-huh.
The last trial. The last question. Are you prepared to give your life to save your sons? There is a deadly
Oh,
poison
wow.
in this file. It will kill you in exactly 60 minutes. If you drink it, you will get the last letters of the address. You will have enough time to save your son and say goodbye to him, but then you will die. You can drink the file or decide to leave. The choice is yours.
Wow.
Save Sean and die. Christ. He loses his father, but at least he's alive. Maybe it's the right thing to do. The cameras. He must be watching me. There's got to be another way. I can't kill myself to save my son. He could be lying. Maybe I'll die as soon as I drink this, and then no one can save Sean.
Maybe.
1 hour to live. Just enough time to save Sean. Am I willing to die to save my son? Poison. So, if I drink this, I'll be dead in an hour, and if I don't, I won't get the last letters. Kill myself to save Sean? That's ridiculous. I'll find some other way. I'm sure I can save him.
Yeah. I'm not doing it. Get out of there.
I'll find you, Sean. I'll figure out a way, and I'll come and get you, son.
Oh boy.
I'm nowhere, and I'm out of time. Damn fucking shitty letters from this fucking address! Come on! There's gotta be a way to do this!
Okay, shipyard.
Several different addresses fit these letters. God, they're scattered all over the city. I don't have time to check them all.
Well, there's only one that's in the shore.
I may only have time for one address. If Sean's not there, I'm done. It's a crapshoot.
It's like if I'm wrong. It's like I heard a boat. I heard a boat. That's all I can say. Probably could have found more clues, but what are you doing? What are you doing?
We've only got a few
6:30
more
p.m.
hours left to
5.2
save
inches.
Sean Mars. There has to be a goddamn clue somewhere. It's probably staring me in the face. This kid's gonna die, and I'm going around in circles!
All packed up and ready to go?
What are you talking about?
The investigation's over. We know who did it. We no longer need your services anymore, Norman. So you can ride your files all the way back to Washington. I'd be lying if I said I was gonna miss you.
Hate you too.
The investigation isn't over. You have absolutely nothing on Mars.
Mars is guilty. Case closed. Anyway, it's no concern of yours now. You're off the case. So pack up and fuck off.
You pissing me off, man.
Blake, you are an unbalanced, psychopathic asshole.
I'll take that as a compliment. Honestly, I don't give a shit what you think. I found the Origami Killer. Everyone's happy. End of story. Have a nice trip back, Norman.
Yeah, no. Don't you dare do it. God damn.
The killer's name is here. Somewhere in this data. I just have to find it. Find it before it's too late.
Oh, one last thing, sir. You should be careful not to overindulge in you know what. It can be dangerous.
I tried to not take
Very
it, but
dangerous. It'll end up killing you if you're not careful. That would be most unfortunate, sir.
boy, this is gonna take a while.
There was always a railroad line adjacent to where the bodies are found.
Mm-hmm.
And all the victims disappeared in the fall.
Gonna show me where the road tracks were.
The killer is white, aged between 30 and 45. He is intelligent, calm, and determined. An organized type. He has a car. He's probably employed, but his work allows him free time.
Yeah, I already know that. Yeah. God damn.
2 receipts from the same gas station. Might be near the killer's home. Ugh, that doesn't get us anywhere. The killer lives in this zone. 342 people live around there. Not good enough. Gotta find a means of identifying the killer more precisely. The gun the killer left at the Blue Lagoon. Perhaps there's some way of tracing its history. Impounded in a police case 5 years ago. The gun is still supposed to be in police custody. Who checked it out? If not a cop.
Ooh, cool. Nah, come on. I was kind of over there showing me all the cops in the area. Or who used to be cops.
Ari was in record mode when I was fighting with the killer. Perhaps there's something on it.
Ah, well that's interesting. Ooh, you can barely see him. Oh boy, this is gonna take a while. Ooh. Impossible. Kinda hard to get it right. Oh man, gotta get that like right on it. Come on. Got 2 clues that's just as a cop. What's this?
Looks like the killer is a cop.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Carter Blake! That would explain the dead-end investigation and his desire to frame Ethan Mars.
What? That's impossible. I tried. Ooh.
Cop. There's only one cop in that geoprofiling zone. Gotcha.
There we go.
He owns a warehouse on the docks.
Ah,
If I'm wrong, Sean Mars is dead.
Hey, what the heck was up with that?
Are you sure it's the right car? At the docks. Call the SWAT team. Oh, and I'll need a chopper. Today? Of course I'll need it today, you fucking imbecile.
Good. Yeah, Gotta do this fast then.
Let me stay with you, Scott. I don't want to go.
Look, it'll only take a couple of days. Long enough to get this resolved.
I can't just wait while you confront my son's killer.
It's the only way, Gwen. Trust me. Now go stay with your mother for a few days. I'll come and get you when this is over.
Tell me who the Origami Killer is. I want to know who killed my son.
Listen, when I'm done, I'll tell you everything I know. I promise you.
What's up with this? Seriously?
Mom's work is too far away. I'd never make it in time. Dad, I've got to get Dad. He's the only one that can save John. Gotta move.
I don't know where they. I don't know where's
Gotta
that.
find someone.
Oh, it's right there.
The water's still rising. John won't be able to hang on for long. This place is completely deserted. There's no one around to help. Need to get help fast. John's gonna drown. John. Dad, it's John. He fell into a pot. He's
Get out of
drowning.
here, you little pest. Leave me
You
alone.
gotta come, Dad. Come on, John's gonna die. John's gonna
Well,
die.
that'll be one less greedy mouth to feed, won't it? Go
Please,
away.
Dad, I'm begging you. John's gonna die. John's gonna die, Dad.
Crap!
Please, Dad. You've got to save John. I tried, John. I really tried. But he wouldn't come. Please don't die, John. Please.
Oh, you already dead.
Don't forget about Chris Gardy.
Man. Wait, Scott?